This video brought to you by
Sugar Shack comes in 4 flavors. It's a slam dunk, I guess. Comes in blueberry, orange cream, vanilla cream, and strawberry cream. Fuck yeah!
Hey, my name's LJ. Welcome to my crib. Come on in. So, over here in this room, I have this thing that you walk on, pass, but I don't use it. I don't know what it's called. I got this piano back here. It does work, and it's playable.
But do you play it?
I do on occasion. Hold on, let me see if I can bust something out for you. No, forgot how to play already. Alright, so let's go over here in the kitchen. It's pretty humble here. We have some essentials like bread, Star Wars cups. If you look in the fridge, it should be filled with bacon, but there's no bacon, so I'm not even gonna bother opening it again. Over here, this is where I like to play Magic at, because of their son. So this is my living room. Not my TV, it's my roommate's TV, but I do own the view, and it's fun. If you follow me, we'll go into my drum studio. So this is where I put up my fat beat. This is where I like to stargaze, my woman. We take it outside though, obviously, because this is the garage.
Is that the ice cream man?
That is the ice cream man. Sometimes the ice cream man here likes to play Silent Night, which I find very confusing. This is the auxiliary crapper, in case my bathroom upstairs gets filled up too quick. Stains right there. Look at those stains. Yep. Look at that. Harry Potter lives in here. These network cables here, they're for LAN parties. If you don't know what a LAN party is, you're not cool. Let's go upstairs. So this is my studio / room hybrid environment. If you come in, you can see this is my recording computer. Also, I like to game on it. Primarily recording and gaming is what I do. Or masturbating, you know, or masturbating, you know, or masturbating, you know, or masturbating, you know, that's fun too. If you look over here, we have my Soldano amp. It's a one of a kind. Actually 200 made only, so it's pretty penny to me. Give you a quick tour of my guitars really quick. Bought this guitar for $100, fixed it up, slapped the lace Death Bucker pickup in here. Probably the best sounding guitar out of all my guitars I own. Also the cheapest. This guitar, I got at a pawn shop for $50, and I slapped some EMG 8185s in there. Did the 18-volt mod, so it sounds nice and crunchy. Don't play it though. This is my woman's guitar. She also shreds, but in a more slow fashion. So right here's my beauty, my pride and joy right here. This is given to me by Mr. Abnez himself. And you see these pickups here. These are made from the bones of Randy Rhoads. These strings, made from the hair of James Hetfield. Pretty sure the wood on here is also made from Jimi Hendrix's skin. So it means a lot to me. This guitar right here, this is my old bass right here. It's a Razorback V, 25.5 scale, 25.5. I got the DeMarzio X2Ns in there for a nice Chuck Schuldiner type sound. And it's actually signed by the band Scar Symmetry, which is one of my favorite bands. So, can't complain about that. Grandfather's guitars, you know. Can't really shred on it because, you know, you don't like shred on these style guitars, they don't like that.
Ted Nugent does.
So if you come in here, you'll see my bathroom. I'm embarrassed to say that I never wash it. And, yeah.
Is that a used condom, dude? Too bad I didn't leave a turd in there earlier. It would have been funny.
Here, this is my sex cave. Come on. So I like hang myself up and jerk off while I jerk myself out. So you can see why it's a mess. People don't come back here often, so I don't feel like cleaning it. Iced Earth, humongous, arch enemy. The Black Road over here, want Iced Earth? No. I'm a big fan of Nile. They're probably one of the first death metal bands I actually got into. So they mean a lot to me. They're pretty rad. Time for the real interview, and let's enter the dragon.
Okay, I think we've gotten everything here. Yeah, I'm Lance from Toxic Rain once again.
I'm Lj Cline, formerly of the Wizard Sleep.
Yes, and he is the fan of the month for June, actually. It's a little bit behind. I know it's July, but what can you do? Yeah, we did the funny little preview. We did the intro for through his house. That was mighty nice of him. That nothing. I hate when that happens. But yeah, so chicken fried rice and a little bit of soy sauce. That's how it works. So LJ, he actually did our very first really rough demo, just with no drums on it, just vocals and guitars and bass, the lead stuff. What is that, like a year or two ago?
Like 3 years ago, dude.
Damn.
Time flies, huh?
Yeah, so we got Dave in the band, and he did that for us, and he continues to roadie without even asking. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, you should see him like lift up amps with his pinky. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. We really appreciate him. I can't pay him, so the only way I guess I can sort of pay him back is have him be fan of the month and interview him and see who he is, why he does what he does, and why the world goes around, why those bombs drop, and those damn towers fell.
Are we going to call this Kiss on Mask? Or Behind the Mask?
Yes. I'm going to pull off my mask here in a minute. It's actually going to look like Brad Pitt and everything, man. It's just a persona. Yeah, I wish that would happen. My wife would probably be way happier. But anyways, LJ, I guess the first question would be, why do you like Toxic Rain?
Well, it brings out that primal instinct of wanting to beat someone up in a mosh pit. No other band does that to me.
Not even DRI or even...
No, okay, I'm lying. They're pretty rad. You're pretty rad, should I say that? You guys are rad.
Yeah, Zach and Dave are pretty rad.
You're rad too, Lance.
So I was going to try to look very serious, and we can make a scene out of it. And all the roadieing and all the see, most people like the band, but you helping us out, I mean, we really appreciate it. I mean, why would you do that? I mean, I've done them before for other bands before I moved up here and whatever, and why us in particular? Because there's so many really good local bands.
Well, you guys rule. I don't know what to say. We're good friends with you guys, known you for a long time, so figured while I'm not in a band, I might as well stay connected in the community and meet people along the way.
Nice. Yeah, so you've recorded some of our songs. You've gone to pretty much every show, I think. One show we played at Louis G's. Look that up on YouTube. The whole set. Neil, the drummer of Coven, he recorded our whole set that night. That night, this guy went to Nile in Seattle and then drove all the way back to Fife, which is Tacoma, whatever, Fife, Tacoma, tomato, to come see us, and pepperonis. And I thought that was pretty rad. I mean, like, to spend all that time and money. But anyways, what's some of your favorite Toxic Rain tracks, and why and whatnot?
Let's see. I liked Ultra Shit. The Fireman Liveth. Let's see here. What's that one song goes? Savage Mead. That's a good one too.
Yeah. I bet you like that song, Orange Slurm.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I think what he meant to say was the Ultra Pit, Savage Beating, the Iceman Diet.
Little did you guys know, I'm actually in a Toxic Rain cover band. I'll show you a couple riffs. You ready? What song do you want to hear?
Surprise me.
Alright, I'll just play. Let's see here. I'll play my favorite riff. A little bit of riffage. I think it's actually my favorite so it's got like that perfect headbanging rhythm.
Zach definitely hit one out of the park with that, and especially calling it the Ultra Pit. Just telling me, Lance, I want this song to be called the Ultra Pit. Just it made me shit and come in my pants like, oh no, this one's gonna destroy my face. Yeah, like that. Oh man, big titties on the internet. So LJ, how did you get into metal in general? I mean, what's your story of metal? I guess you could say.
I'm the chosen one.
Like the White Ninja?
I was born to be metal.
You know what I think everybody is? It's if they decide to take that destiny. But yes, so I met your mom at the first Wizard Sleeve show, and she told me that she was kind of the one yeah, I played him, all kinds of stuff when he was younger, like Metallica and even some hair metal bands that I quickly forgot. So, so why would you do that? But she played the good stuff too: Priest, right? Metallica,
Poison, Stray Cats,
Stray Cats still in there.
Cinderella, all the good stuff.
But yeah, did you kind of stick with that, through basically through your whole life, or did you kind of some metalheads when they're like in high school, junior high, whatever, they went through that phase of like listening to Korn or Limp Bizkit or that sort of stuff.
I was in 6th grade when I first heard Korn, but before that, my parents were listening to Metallica and good shit like that, Megadeth and whatever. And as a kid, you kind of don't really have money to buy your own CD, so you just kind of listen to whatever it's on the radio. So I kind of just went with the flow until I started getting on the internet more, looking up new bands and shit, going to shows. I've honestly probably been to over 400 shows.
Did you grow up around here?
I was actually born and raised in most of Tacoma and Spanaway, so about half and half there.
So you've always been kind of by Seattle and been able to probably travel there and see all these shows you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
Do you have any other local bands that you really enjoy besides our band?
Less Than Chaos. Give a shout out to Deathmocracy. Who else is good?
Well,
You put me on the spot here, man.
Well, I like Skeletor. I don't know if you like them.
Pretty good.
Falgaron. You like
Falgaron, oh yeah. Good friends with them.
Like the Plastic Pukes. I mean, they're pretty rad.
Never heard of them.
I had to throw.
Oh, Devils of Luden. Good friends with those guys too.
What else? How many? Yeah, Inebriators no more, but they were fucking rad.
And I was in the Wizard Sleeve, but they've decided to move on and change their name to, I believe, Tranquilizer. So, pretty pumped on that. On their part.
They need to have syringes, like fake syringes, all over the place, man. Filled with like green goo, like from that movie Reanimator. I want to I want to find out how to make that stuff because it looks really cool.
That would be rad.
Yeah, who else is there? I like the Insurgents. They're more punk and
They're rad. Good crossover shit.
Same thing with Misuse of Power and Super Nothing. Those guys we all opened up for DRI. It was a fun time. Oh, Bloody Kings. I can't forget about.
Hey, they thanked Toxic Rain in their album on the album tracking.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. But that's rad. Yeah, because Pete and Rick used to be in HMP, and I still fucking love that band. Even though they're no more, I still like listening to the old CDs and stuff, and all those guys are really fun to hang out with.
Many parties.
Mm-hmm.
Many parties.
Yeah, did you ever go to any of the parties at Ashley's house in Fremont? Those are always fun. Do you ever? That's a new question we can have. Do you have any? I think for a while they were calling her Thrashley, which I thought was great. She didn't like that nickname, but you know, I thought it was perfect. But I mean, because I don't know any chick who has like a big Exodus patch on her jacket. You know, not too many of those walking around in this day and age, and just great atmosphere. And Shayla, oh yeah, Shayla and Ashley were really good friends, and they both rented that house out, and they always had parties, especially when I was in sort of Judgment. They don't live in Fremont anymore, but they. Do you have any stories like of partying there? Like they're either funny or super crazy or whatever.
No.
Damn it! I thought I
I'm
was
usually stuck driving.
Yeah. No, well, you know what? I'm always the sober one, so there's so many good stories from Jack throwing his Reeboks into the woods to him trying to put himself in a washer, and I hear towards the end there people started shitting on their back porch because the plumbing went out. I mean, it's bad, but in the same token, it's just like, dude, that is so insane. And they had like some next door neighbors. It was like a joint house. Was it a duplex?
It was like a patio that was shared or something like that, wasn't it?
I mean, so apparently sometimes during those crazy parties, like people would wander into their house or pee through their mail slots. It's terrible, but hilarious at the same time. So, but yeah, do you have any party stories? I mean, that has to be, because you were in the wizard sleeve, man.
Yeah.
And
okay, I'll tell you about my birthday party. My 21st birthday party. I was up in Bonnie Lake at the castle, which is what we called the Wizard Sleeve headquarters at the time. So I proceeded to get extremely shit-faced on a keg of beer that I got. And it was high alcohol percent beer, like 9.5, and no one was really expecting it, so we were drinking it like it was pussy shit. So coming to about 11 o'clock, 11:30, I'm so drunk, I fall down on my front porch in a puddle, puke everywhere, fall asleep on the doorstep, and meanwhile everyone else is partying, having a time, and everyone else had been drinking for years, and I hadn't. I just only started drinking, and so Zach from Toxic Rain comes up to me and is like, dude, you need to drink some water. So he hands me a pitcher of water and just like puts it next to my face. And their old drummer at the time, Dave, was like, dude, here, let me hold your hair, man. Let me hold your hair. So, needless to say, that party became a huge mess. Everyone was puking that night because no one was expecting the alcohol percent in the beer to be that high. The next morning, someone picked me up and actually moved me onto one of the couches. So I woke up completely free of a hangover. I was like, all right. And everyone else is still asleep or hungover, so I just booked out of there and let them clean up the mess.
Yeah, there's got to be, man, there's so many. There's a house out in Bonnie Lake. They just call it the Castle, right?
Yeah.
It's where me and Zach, the guitar player, met Anthony, our friend Anthony. We got to interview him soon. Let him tell the parties because he actually lived there. Wasn't that his like dad's house actually? And he rented it out.
Basically, the idea is his dad rented us a house for pretty cheap, but his dad did no maintenance. Like, hot water went out, the roof collapsed in part of the place, and heater didn't work during the winter sometimes. And
weren't they gonna destroy that house and he's gonna build like apartments on it?
Actually, after we all moved out, his dad put money into it and cleaned the house up and made it actually look nice. Like, it looked pretty snazzy when we left.
I was gonna say we had this idea because Anthony. He was in the very early stages of Toxic Rain when we were called Elimination, and David Robinson was too, the drummer, and we had this idea that if Anthony's dad decided to tear it down, I said, dude, we should have like a crazy bring kegs in, play a show, and at the very end of the show, like have everybody just demolition the place. I thought that'd be like the greatest thing ever, like.
Well, that reminds me though. One party we had, there was a specific moment where people were seeing how high they could kick up against one of our walls. Someone actually kicked through the wall, and then another person almost broke their leg, which is pretty hilarious. And it was the first time I saw a Jensen Cowards dragon kick, and that made me scared.
So how long have you been playing guitar? Actually, you seem to be very prideful about the guitars and whatever and rightfully so. But how long have you been playing and
Oh, well, I just realized that this winter will be 10 years.
10 years? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you what made you when you was there a certain song or certain whatever that made you want to pick up a guitar and just rock all over the neighborhood?
Well, I've always had dreams growing up, you know, even as a kid, that I wanted to be in a badass fucking band. Play shows every day of my life, you know.
Yeah, I wish I could do that too.
Another thing was, I've been working a full-time job since I was 15. I'm growing pretty tired of it, considering I have to wake up at fucking 5:30 every day. So I want to do something different with my life. I feel like I'm already past like my midlife crisis, and I'm like, want to do something badass.
I hope I have at least 4 more of those. That'd be great, man. But yeah, man. What's like? Who's some of your favorite guitar players? Like, who influenced you to pick up the guitar, basically?
Well, it's probably say like 90% of the people my age could say Metallica, but that obviously was a big influence. And then it wasn't until probably like 15 or 16 when I got introduced to heavier, more death metal, like In Flames and Arch Enemy, and that was actually because my roommate Dave at the time got me into them. So from there I kind of branched out and found more death metal bands like Bloodbath and Cannibal Corpse. Just kind of whatever's like fast or heavy or catchy, and don't really like pussy music that much. Like, can't dig it. All that indie bullshit needs to burn.
Yeah, I agree. And just hate that Bob Barker.
Probably easily one of my top 5 bands ever is Iced Earth. I actually have an Iced Earth tattoo here. I also have many like 3 Inches of Blood and Arch Enemy. Got some Alice in Chains there. Soon to be Judas Priest right here. You want to get a Defenders of the Faith half sleeve going? So.
Like the thing on the cover of Defenders of the Faith. That's pretty cool too. That was LJ. Fan of the month for June. You know what? There's still so many fans. You know, I'm gonna keep putting it up on Facebook.
Richard Head.
Huh?
Don't forget Richard Head.
Richard Head. You know what? Richard. Oh, what a dick. No, he's not that he's a dick, because Richard. Somebody get dick out of Richard. I have no idea. Anyway, Dickard's a good guy, and so we got so many people. Please try to call me, text me, 253-279-8588, and spelt out that is suck it hard. Yeah, that works. No wait, it's not. Put an exclamation point after the it, and it's fine. I mentioned them before. You know, the names in the past interviews. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look them up on YouTube. And fuck Nickelback. Spread the disease.
Hi, I'm Lance Seawright, and next week we're interviewing Josh Clark.
No,
you're not. I am.
But the next one,
It's gonna be even better. Oh, too far? Sorry.
awesome.
Stairs. Slow this time. Sorry. Josh, man! Josh! Dude! Hey, man! You got the The fuck, man? Sorry, man. That really hurt. Hey, man, do you want to do the fan of the... Do you sleep in your vest, man? Hey, Josh, do you sleep in your vest?
Don't you fucking judge me.
It's cool. I just
You're in my fucking house?
Yeah.
Fucking judging me?
But I just wanted to. Setzer is a good guitar player.